I'm Jan Glenn, and tomorrow, how baskets can be used for Christmas, how pets are used for therapy, and a peek at a movie that was filmed here in Houston, Friday on Good Morning Houston.
This is my college orientation package from Wellington. Now, our orientation starts the week of the 19th. See, everything's right here.
Yeah, that's great.
Now, I'll be home for Christmas, and classes start the week of January 3rd.
Merry Christmas, right? Hey, I guess this sort of makes it official. Here is your dorm room number.
You know, most of these classes are requirements for the first term, but they sound pretty interesting. There's an introduction to sociology, psych, English comp.
Hey, check this out, baby. Right here, you don't have too much to do your orientation week. You got a couple meetings. Let's see, you got a slideshow in the library and a tour. You got lots of free time on your hands. That means I can drive up to see you.
Yeah, but maybe you shouldn't.
What?
Well, you know, the whole purpose for me to go up there is to meet everybody, get to know the college.
Yeah, but you got 4 years to do that, Jody.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, it's your future, right?
Look, once I start classes, I'm going to want to see you as often as possible, right?
Yeah, but I'm not too sure how often that's going to be.
Mallory.
Derek, this is Sky.
Sky, what is this nonsense about a ghost at the top of the staircase?
Well, Derek, I'm just as skeptical as you are, but whoever it was didn't come downstairs, and Raven was up watching the end of the hall upstairs.
So that means the ghost had to come from someplace in between, huh?
Yeah. But I checked the 4 bedrooms, and there was nobody hiding in there.
And no hidden panels?
Derek, I grew up in that house. There are no hidden panels, and there are no eyes behind the paintings either.
So that means that one of the Earl's house guests who was still in their room at the time is playing ghost.
Yeah. I don't know. It was hard to see. There was only the one flash of lightning, but it was a woman dressed in some long, old-fashioned gown.
A woman, huh? So that's gonna rule out your Belgian Guy Tavernet.
Yeah. Narrows it down to Dot Earl or Lady Digny. But which one? And why?
Well, I don't know. You're at the scene, for crying out loud. You figure it out. What about these clanking chains, huh?
We all heard them, Derek, in a living room. That's the problem, though. Everybody known to be in the house was down there.
Everybody human, Derek!
You tell your wife I'm not interested in ghosts. I'm interested in the real live killer of Heinrich Kraus, who is still at large, by the way, so you keep me posted.
Yeah, we will. Bye. What are you reading? Ghosts of the Midwest? Come on, Raven. You don't really believe that the dead come back and haunt the living, do you?
Sometimes you can't keep them away.
Jody, college can change people, and I can't help it. I mean, there may come a time when you may not want me no more.
Preacher, it can't change the way I feel about you.
Okay, what about when all those football players start coming around you with their fancy sport cars and all the money that their daddy puts in their bank account?
Wait a second. You asked me to trust you when Shelley tried to make me think that she spent the night.
Yeah, but you know I'd never do nothing like
Well,
that.
now I'm asking you to trust me.
I can, but I'm...
No buts. Preacher, you opened a whole new world for me. I mean, you're my first love, my only love. Nothing's ever gonna change that.
Yeah?
I think you just like hearing me say that. Hi. Yeah, excuse me. So, you guys know any good jokes?
You got great timing, Mitzi. You got great timing.
See, I'm collecting jokes because I'm trying to help Cliff regain his sense of humor. I need jokes to tell him.
All right, I got one for you. It's raining cats and dogs, and we almost stepped in a poodle.
Yeah, but funny. No, I told him that one. Okay, how many psychiatrists does it take to change a light bulb? One, but the light bulb has to want to be changed. You know, I need new jokes, guys.
All right, here we go. Check this one out. Did you hear about the old man who spent 25 grand to send his son to college? And all he got was a quarterback. What it is?
Yeah, quarter. It's good. I'll tell him. He's good.
All right, here's an easy one for you. Why are all college professors over 65 years of age?
I don't know. Why?
Takes them that long to graduate from high school?
College jokes. Very cute. Very subtle. Oh, I have the forensic lab's final report on Heinrich Krauss.
Great, that was fast.
Yep, I aim to please.
Cause of death?
Surprise, he was strangled with the chain that was wrapped around his neck.
Somehow that doesn't come as any surprise to me.
But Krauss was killed somewhere else, then carried to the Earl's attic and stuffed in the trunk.
So that would mean the killer must have had a fairly good knowledge of that house.
Right.
All right, tell me something I don't know.
Okay, the fingerprints on the trunk belonged to the Earls and Skye and Raven Whitney. There were no fingerprints whatsoever on the chain.
You know, now the Earl's house guests are all seeing female phantoms and their hearing chains rattle in the night.
I know. You know, Derek, there's got to be a logical explanation to this, but it does give me the creeps.
This is such a mixture of the horrific and the absurd. I don't know whether to laugh or to seriously be frightened for the people in that house.
To what do we owe the pleasure, Alicia?
I want to hire you.
My husband is not for rent.
As an investigator, somebody is leaking industrial secrets from one of my companies in France.
And you want to hire us to find out who that person is?
I always said you were quick. I'll pay you $350 a day, plus expenses. I expect the job to take several weeks.
Why hire us? Why not hire a French detective?
Because I know you and I trust Skye. Why should I begin a relationship with somebody I don't know?
Because everyone that knows you doesn't want you.
Skye speaks French fluently. Marseille in the spring. You'd be perfect for the job.
Thank you.
Whether you go or not is immaterial.
And I suppose you'll be there to aid in the investigation.
You are so suspicious. On the contrary, business requires that I remain in Monticello. Well, I'll be back later for your answer.
Apartment is haunted with ghosts, do you?
It's me that's haunted.
Well, look, if you want to take off a couple of days, I understand.
No, I have to stand up to this.
All right. Anything new happen?
Since you spent the night on my sofa, nothing. No strange phone calls, no one lurking outside.
There better not be anyone looking outside. I've got 2 officers watching that building 24 hours a day.
Sharpshooters poised down the roof, guns aimed at every exit.
Well, I've got to take care of my officers.
We do appreciate your concern.
Miles get to London all right?
Yeah, I got a phone call from him last night. I miss him already.
How did you slip out of those? Okay, you're still mad at me, right?
No, let me ask you something. Maybe I shouldn't waste my time. Why'd you go telling Jody that me and you were getting it on, huh?
Don't flatter yourself. I didn't tell her anything like that. Not that I expect you to believe me.
Great, because now you're finally catching on.
Do you really have to be so mean to me all the time, preacher?
What, you gotta tell lies? You gotta play games with me?
You are my only friend I have left. Now, come on.
What the hell are you talking about, your only friend? You got Gavin, don't you?
I don't know. Gavin left. Gavin's in Hollywood.
He'll be back. I mean, he better be back.
No, they never come back.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, preacher.
Hey, Doc.
Oh, you must be here for the ladies' matinee tickets. I've got it right here.
No, I'm Dr. Carell. Beth.
Yeah, this is, Shelley can't tell the truth, Franklin.
How do you do? You haven't seen the play? Some Distant Thunder? It's Some Hidden Thunder. I'm the star. Never mind.
Anyway, Doc, is something I can do for you?
Yes, I came by to see if you'd be interested in working for me.
Did you hear about the guy who sent his son away to college and only got a quarter back?
No.
Well, he sent his whole son away to college and he only got a quarter back.
His son was injured that way in college. You know, he could sue.
Oh, Cliff. Maybe I didn't tell it right. You know, I'm always messing this
That was a
things
joke.
up.
No. You didn't mess it up. That was very good. I think we just better realize that it's hopeless.
Cliff, don't say that.
No, it's true. We better face the facts. I'm never going to be able to laugh or feel anything again.
Preacher, Geraldine Saxon has asked me to set up a radio talk show at her new station, WEON.
Oh, right. WEON 93. I know it well.
Yeah, moldy oldies. The only good music they play on that stupid station is the intro to the news.
Chill, Shelley. Anyway, what were you remind her? What were you saying, Doc?
Well, it's going to be a call-in show, and I'll direct mostly people to where they can get help for their problems. But I'm also going to be working on a suicide prevention hotline. And Mrs. Saxon said that maybe you might be able to help us rig the phones and so on. I'm afraid I'm not very good at that kind of thing.
It's not that hard, you know, but why me? I mean, I'm not saying no, understand? It's just that you probably could get the telephone company or some nice outfit to hook it up in the New York Minute.
Yes, and they would probably charge us much more than we can afford. You see, we're going to be working mostly on donations and matching grants. And Mrs. Saxon thought that you might...
I would work cheap.
Yeah.
I'll do it for you, pretty lady.
Well, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shelley, the suicide prevention hotline is also going to need some volunteers to help man the phones. Would you be interested?
No way. Look, I'm an actress. I'm not a shrink.
Well, you don't have to be a shrink. I mean, actors make good listeners, don't they? What the people mostly want is just someone to feel that there's someone out there to listen to them. And I'm going to train all the volunteers.
Look, I just think that people have to learn to help themselves more, you know? Just count me out.
She's not in a very good mood, is she?
You're on the money when you say that, Doc. You know, for all the living that girl's done, she don't know nothing about life.
You know, I'm beginning to find Alicia's offer kind of attractive.
Oh, just so you don't find anything else about her attractive.
Oh, well, to see what you did with her hair, that was kind
Hey.
of... I'm only kidding. Look, honey, there's a lot of reasons why I think that we might be able to do this. First of all, we'd be able to get away from the Earls and their murdering ghosts.
What an exciting case of intrigue and the supernatural.
Second, well, we'd be able to go to France for a couple of weeks, have that honeymoon that we never had.
Oh, a great honeymoon on Alicia's expense account. How romantic.
Third, Alicia is offering quite a bit more money than the Earls are.
I can't be bought.
I would have thought you would have given anything to get away from Alicia.
Oh, come on, I'm not afraid of her, and I don't need to run away from her. And how about you? All this talk about the Whitney Pride. She asked you to work for her once before, and you refused.
Well, this would be working for her on my own terms.
Yes, but you'd still be working for her. And what about this other case we have? It would be unethical of us to accept it before we're finished with this one.
Since when have you discovered ethics? Huh? Taking Dora Coburn's money when you weren't licensed yet was hardly ethical, nor posing as Margot Hedgepeth. Where are you going?
Well, I'm going out to earn the Earl's paycheck. I'm going to the Monticello Historical Society and do some research on our house.
What are you smiling about?
I think I just did my good deed for the day. You know that lady psychiatrist want to hypnotize you? I'm gonna help her set up these phone systems.
You mean Beth Carell?
Yeah.
For the suicide prevention hotline?
At a very low introductory rate, and let the money go to wherever it's needed. You know?
Boy, that sounds like a really good idea. I wish I could help on the hotline.
Well, I don't think you're gonna be around to do it.
Preacher, you're not the only one who's going to be missing someone.
You're right. I mean, I guess we really shouldn't bang our heads over what's coming up, huh? I mean, because your heart's in the right place and you care about people, and that's one of the reasons that I really love you.
I care about you.
That makes me feel good. Come here.
Oh, this is very touching, but you really ought to try a motel next time.
Shelley, why don't you just...
Listen, I've got to use the phone. Can you just get lost, please?
Shelley, we were going to go Christmas shopping.
Don't let me stop you.
No, we'd like you to come with us.
No, can't do it. I've got to make my phone calls. Sorry.
Are you sure?
Yeah, next time, okay?
All right. Say, don't feel blue, baby. Frankenstein was ugly, too.
You're a jerk! Oh, who needs them?
Historic society, huh? This is more like the prehistoric society.
Look, Edna, a visitor braved the storm.
Hi.
Can we help you? A tour of the building or an historical poetry reading?
Oh, an historical poetry reading. Well, not today. Actually, I was looking for books on haunted houses at the turn of the century, the 20th century, that is.
Just like everyone else. Haunted houses. Why is it always haunted houses?
Oh, well, you know, if I need any information on the first settlers of Monticello, I'll come to you, I promise.
No one is interested in real history. City Hall was built in 1826.
Really? Oh, I bet you were there to cut the ribbons, weren't you?
Oh, it was a beautiful affair. All reportings on homicide and haunted houses in Monticello through 1900.
Great, thank you.
The inauguration of Mayor Corey. Now that was an event.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, there. That has all the ghosts in it.
That's it!
I can't stay here being upset about losing my sense of humor when I'm losing all my clients.
Oh, Cliff, is it that bad?
It's worse. The law firm of Nelson and Bannister is going to have trouble paying rent at the end of the month. We may have to let Marty go, except he's the only one bringing in any clients. He has a case with his grandfather standing elk in a 100-year-old treaty.
Now, Cliff, I know how long it takes to finish a case, and if you and Dee Dee need any money, I'd be happy to lend it to you, really.
Where are you going to get money?
Well, if you haven't noticed, the Rock Garden and myself are doing quite well, thank you.
Mitzi, this is the height of the lunch hour, and there are very few people in here. How can you say you're doing so well?
Because I got an offer from somebody who wants to buy this place.
Hello, Sky. Where's the little woman?
She's at the Historical Society chasing ghosts.
Oh? How did she get there? Did you say ghosts?
It's a case we're working on.
Oh, then you must have no trouble taking my case. My case is in the real world. Have you two made your decision?
We already have a case, Alicia, and we would not be able to work on it if we weren't friends.
I want your firm. I'll pay you $500 a day.
Toying with my husband, Alicia?
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, Chris, come on in. Sit down, will you? Look, I've been spending some time thinking about this person who's been breaking into your apartment.
Yeah, so have I, but I'm not getting very far.
You've only been in Monticello a relatively short period of time. You haven't made any enemies yet, have you?
At least none that still aren't in jail.
I didn't think so. So that fact, coupled with the box of mementos that was stolen, makes me think this person's connected to your past, not to your present. Maybe back to the days when you were working at the New York Police Department.
Yeah, I've been thinking the same thing.
You have? Well, good. Maybe then we're on the right track. And you say all of this stuff started after your first visit to Image Inc.
Right after that, the phone call to Matthew's school, the robbery, and my gun was stolen there, too. You know, There's someone I saw there who says I look familiar to him.
Yeah? Who?
A photographer named Jeremy Rhodes.
Jeremy. Hi, it's your favorite movie star. It's Shelley. Franklin. Oh, you're just kidding, I know. Well, actually, what I was wondering was when I can come by and see these beautiful, wonderful pictures you've taken of me. Yeah? That's great. I'll be right over.
You are all wet, Raven.
We have to go, Scott.
What's up?
The other case?
The other case, I'll tell you about it in the car, honey.
I just offered Sky $500 a day plus expenses to take my case instead. Now that offer still stands.
That is not the way we do business. We'll do the other case first.
Ghosts.
That's confidential.
I hope you two change your mind.
We did the right thing.
Hope so. You have any luck at the Historical Society?
Yep. I think I've discovered exactly who the ghost is.
Oh. Raven, who? Raven!
The United States of America would like to invite you to come spy with me.
Love in the Afternoon presents Daytime Dilemma. From Ryan's Hope, a terrifying accident. And Jill tries to save Bess from prison.
You cannot panic, do you understand? You've got to listen to me and you've got to take my advice or else I cannot represent you.
How does Bess react to Jill? Will she faint? Or will she confess she's Jill's mother? Can you predict the right answer? Tune in tomorrow and find out. If you'd like to play this exciting game, send your name, address, and phone number to Daytime Dilemma, Post Office Box 6, New York, New York, 10046. Now here's yesterday's Daytime Dilemma and its solution. From Loving, Curtis and Jack are fighting over one woman, but she's really two. The good Lily who loves Jack, and the bad Lily who loves Curtis. Two men become rivals for Lily's heart. Who will she choose? Will Lily choose Jack, or will she choose Curtis? Here's what happens.
And we're together, and nothing's ever gonna come between us again.
This Daytime Dilemma has been brought to you by ABC.
For Christmas at Sears.
Get this great value 132-pound weight set and 5-position bench, just $99.98. Get Atari's 2600 video game. Your cost after rebate, $54.99. This cassette car stereo with coaxial speakers is $99.99. Save $80 on this macro zoom lens, only $99.99. So wrap up a beautiful Christmas.
Here's more for your life at Sears.
She is the one. He is the one. This is the moment. Mark is the one. Crazy, exciting. Sexy, igniting. This is the moment. Mark is the one.
They've got a sandwich appetite.
We don't have a sandwich appetite. We've got a manwich appetite.
Manwich, your fresh ground beef plus Hunt's Manwich sauce. Thick with tomatoes, onions, peppers. No cold little sandwich makes as much of a hot, hearty meal.
We don't have a sandwich appetite. We've got a manwich appetite.
Try Manwich. A sandwich is a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal.